Wolves come out here and panic his ass off soon as he get thrown in there with the Wolves. Because the real Wolves come during the season.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh is coming.
What is going on, Still Talk fam, man? It's been a minute. But we back here with the solo episodes, man. It's your boy Meech, the host of the Still Talk podcast. And I want to give all y'all a shout out, man. Y'all did y'all thing this year with the subscribes and the likes and the follows. I'm going to ask y'all to keep on doing that and bring more people in. I think we're sitting at 348 right now on subscriber counts on YouTube. Got to get up to that 500. We're 152 away, man. Share the videos. Keep liking, man. Keep doing y'all thing. And we're going to keep rocking out over here, man. The Still Jumping Podcast collab show with my boy Big Jack will be live forever going on, man. So y'all make sure y'all tune in though. Hit the bell notification so y'all don't miss an episode. And as you already know, follow me on all social media platforms at Still Talk 6. We in the off season, man. And things has gotten a little hectic in the AFC, as we all know, man. Mike Tomlin is up out of here. Hate to see you go, man, but it's time for a new regime. I'm all aboard now. At first I wasn't. Now. To the ones out there, I know y'all going to hate Mike Tomlin and say all this and this about him. But at the end of the day, man, ain't nobody perfect, bro. We are human. Yes, the man has some shortcomings, but at the end of the day, a bona fide head coach. And if you want to ask the players, as we've seen and continue to see, Ryan Shazier spoke out on him and the way he was by his bedside, man, while he was going through that process and learning how to walk again. Mike Tomlin is that guy, bro. And if he wanted to coach this year, he will coach this year. You know, I love you, Mike. I wish the best for you. And I'm still here for all the Tomlinism, my guy. Just send them over to Still Talk and I get to telling them because we do not care. We do not care. And that's just how we going to rock, man. So it is what it is, man. So last episode on the live stream, if you didn't see it, please go tune into it. I had the video pinned right here. But I spoke on my candidates. And I dove into, I'm going to let you know now, Brian Flores. That is the number one guy. He's been here before. You know, that time here, I always said I felt like he shouldn't have left. But I get it. It is what it is. Business decisions had to be made. It is what it is. But now the door is wide open. I think you bring in a Brian Flores, man. And I'm not going to spend too much long on him, but if you want to hear my breakdown on that, like I said, that video will be right here. But still, that's the guy, man. That's the guy. Next on that list I would dive into is a Chris Shula. I like what Chris Shula brings. I think he is the next up and coming coach in this league. I wouldn't be mad at that decision over Brian Flores, but yeah, I wouldn't feel no type of way. I think Chris Shula got the best opportunity or has an opportunity to come in here and start his new tenure as the Pittsburgh Steelers head coach and bring us into a new form. I know there's a lot of talks out there about Mike McCarthy, and I dive a little more into him as well. But no, I don't feel like that's the thing right now. With Chris Shula, man, he's been a positive coach at every level of the defense. So that's already still a football right there. Defense. Let's bring it on. He worked for Sean McVay since the start with the Rams. He helped develop a very young defense over there. I know the Pittsburgh Steelers we got some older players, and maybe in another video we'll talk about that, but I'll let you know right now. PQ, yeah, I'm sorry, my guy. You know, put him on the market. Let's see what we can get for him or whatever the case may be. Yeah, but he has the connections to the Sean McVay coaching staff, the coaching line, I should say, in other words. But I just feel like he if anything, he's in that second tier of who should be the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, the thing with Shula defense, so let's go ahead and dive into it, man. He runs the 3-4 base defense, what we do here in Pittsburgh. The match-based schemes that we need here, more dime than average, but that's okay. One thing I probably got a little issue with here is it's not a ton of blitzing. Me personally, I like a lot of blitzing on my defense. I do. He does a lot of sim pressures, and that's the thing with Brian Flores as well. He does a lot of that sim pressures. So if you're telling me it's going to be like a Brian Flores in the way that defense be so exotic, you don't know where it's coming from, if it's coming. All right, cool, I take it. But yeah, I'm with it. I'm with it. Lots of stunts coming out of there. So I just feel like if we're going to stick to Steeler football, where we're gonna have that Steeler D, that steel curtain, that's still that's still the mantra of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I wouldn't be against either one of those guys, Flores or Shula. Flores is my number one guy, but it is what it is. And if we want to talk about OCs, I'm gonna go ahead and say the third coach that's on the Pittsburgh Steelers radar, Nate Shieldhouse. I can see that a Chris Shula head coaching and Nate Shieldhouse as the OC. I like that pairing. I like that pairing, and if anybody against that, get in the comment section. We can talk about it. But as well as a Mike LaFleur, and we'll have to see what all go on there. But I like that. I like those two pairings right there with a Chris Shula. Um, Another guy on my list, man. I also spoke a little bit on him, but as I keep doing my research on the next football head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, his name keep coming up, and that's Anthony Weaver, man. Anthony Weaver. And shout out to the Baltimore Ravens. They didn't go get him. So he's still out there. That raises a little concern to me. If he's a dark horse and keep coming up in conversations, why wouldn't the Baltimore Ravens go pick him up, a former player? But it is what it is. Hopefully that's their loss. But former Dolphins defensive coordinator Anthony Weaver is known as a dynamic leader of men type of coach, and that fits well in what Mike Tomlin was. You know, started young, came in here, but also was that leader of the men. When he stepped into the room, he was there. You knew he was there, and that's what Anthony Weaver is. He's going to be in there. He played in this division. He know what it brings. He knows the history, the animosity. Um, Anthony Weaver, I just got to ask you one question, man. Are you really down for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Because you come from that other side, bro. You come from that. That's all I'm saying. If we about to lose twice a year to the Baltimore Ravens because of Anthony Weaver, you can go ahead and exit stage left, man. But back to him, man. The only candidate to come back in for a second in-person interview. Now, on that point right there, some people cannot interview right now. Shieldhouse is one. The Rams. We just gotta wait and see. Brian Flores and I think Mike McCarthy skipped the video interview, online interview, whatever you want to call it. But I think you don't do that to those type of guys. You bring them in. And I know Brian Flores. I think I seen that he worked out some contract situation with the Vikings to return there, but I think he's still looking for that head coach opportunity. That's just a backup plan in my eyes. So, I'm all for it. I'm not against Anthony Weaver at all. So, and one thing Art Rooney said, he is the number one thing he is looking for leadership. He is looking for someone to really step into this organization and take it full on and lead this team into the next era. Because I've been trying to tell y'all, we are here. We are on the brink of it. I wanted to go into the new era with Mike Tomlin. I'm not going to lie to y'all, but it is what it is. And I kept telling you on this channel, that's my guy. But yeah, you're not making my job easier to bat for you, bro. That's just the truth. So, Art Rooney, you looking for a leader of men? I think you got one in those three guys right there. I really do. Brian Flores, Chris Shula. Now, we'll have to see on him if he's ready for the AFC North, the grittiness of it. But I believe he is. I like what they're doing over there in the Rams. I have the Rams going to the Super Bowl. We'll have to see. I think the Seattle Seahawks might have something to say about that too, though. But Early on in this season, I had the Rams going over there. I had them battling out with the Eagles. That's what I had. But Eagles are not here. Rams are still here. Hopefully they can finish this thing on out. But those guys right there, I'm all for. I'm all for. And one thing about Reaver, a lot of comparisons to him and Dan Campbell. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I know some people might not like him and how he coaches and how he acts over there, but I like Dan Campbell. I like what he's doing to the Detroit Lions. I had them on the brinks of doing something. Hopefully they can get over the hump. But I like what Dan Campbell's doing over there. I like what they're doing over there. He brought them into the new era, man. Brought them into the new era. So on this Mike McCarthy thing, I'm just gonna go ahead and put my thoughts out there. Not at all, man. I know we had some comments in the live chat about Mike McCarthy coming to the Pittsburgh Steelers as head coach. Some people saying, yeah, let's do it. But me personally, bro, what did he do in Dallas, bro? What did he do in Dallas? I'll wait. Because Dallas still saying they going to the Super Bowl every year and not making it there. Not making it there. So Mike McCarthy, no. And I think the only reason why he is on this list is solely because Art Rooney came out and said that he wanted to run it back with Mike Tomlin. We're willing to take back Aaron Rodgers. And Art Rooney, my boy, my guy, let me tell you something. No, that's not what we want to do. That's not what we want to do at all. Let Mike McCarthy stay right there where he is. And by the way, Aaron Rodgers, my guy, it was great. This was cool. Go ahead and ride off into the sunset. I'm sorry. Y'all might not like it. Y'all might not like it at all, but I want to see a battle next year. And I don't care if we lose, we suck, we terrible. Man, we got to figure this thing out for the years to come. Not next year. Not next year. Super Bowl window, door, closed, locked. This ain't it right now. This ain't it. If it happens, it happens. And I take it. I'll be proud. Shout out to 7. I'm changing the name at Steel Talk 7. We went from 6 to 7, you know. But still, I don't think Mike McCarthy brings you that in this, in this time, in this league right now. I don't think you can put Mike McCarthy on any. I don't think that happens, bro. I'm sorry. I don't think it happens at all. Mike McCarthy, I know you got a lot of connections here in Pittsburgh. I know. I done read up on it. This ain't it, bro. This ain't it. Now, if you bring him in some coordinator role, offensive coordinator role, or coach, quarterback, whatever, blah, 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 he did help with Aaron Rodgers, all right, cool. I'll take it in that, but a head coaching role? Nah, I don't want to see that in Pittsburgh, man. Y'all get in the comment section on that. Y'all let me know. Should Mike McCarthy even be up there on the list? First and foremost. And if he should, where are you placing him? Is it number 1? Is it number 2? Is it number 3? Is it a dark horse? Is it top 5? Because me personally, I don't think he should be nowhere near the top 5 candidates to be in Pittsburgh at all, man. So that's my time for today. Just a little quick hit, man. I just want to jump on here and talk about some coaching. Maybe next episode we'll talk about what we're going in the draft. I'm gonna tell you right now, depending on how things shape out, man, I still think the Pittsburgh Steelers need to go get a wide receiver at number 1. I think we do, bro. I really do. Don't reach for a quarterback if it's a reach. If he ain't no bona fide star, no, don't go reach for him. Don't go reach for him at all. I seen a lot out there about Ty Simpson. I seen a lot out there about Trinidad Chainless. If he, after that lawsuit, or seeing what pans out with that lawsuit, but man, I don't know at all. But I really feel like wide receiver has to be the move we make. If we're looking at the offense, just another quick hit real quick before I get up out of here. If we're looking at the offense, man, the wide receiver position was a straight D this year. Straight feeling great. Out of the quarterback, the running backs, and the offensive line, your wide receiver core was the worst. DK Metcalf, I'm on record. I'm on this channel stating the Pittsburgh Steelers lost that trade with George Pickens. We lost it flat out. We lost it. We definitely lost it the moment we went to the trade deadline and didn't get no one. sign Adam Thielen and MVS. Oh my goodness. No, not at all. Adam Thielen retires. MVS, you might as well just go ahead and hit the rocks, man. Uh, Calvin Austin, if it's a team friendly deal, but if it's not, I'll see you later. Bring in somebody in free agency. Go draft that wide receiver there. But yeah, man, we gotta go get someone to pair up with DK Metcalf, man. But I save all that for another day. It's the off season. We're gonna continue to push out. Maybe not so much as we did during the season, but this channel gonna be active, man. Y'all just subscribe, turn on the bell notification, and continue to like and comment, man. Especially on the live shows. We're gonna be pushing the live show out extra heavy this off season between myself and my main man guy, Big Jack, over at the Jumping with Jack podcast. Yeah, y'all get in the comment section. Y'all let me know how y'all feeling about the coaching carousel right now. Is Pittsburgh Steelers gonna find their next guy for the 19, 20 years? Can this next guy surpass a Mike Tomlin? Or will we be like other teams now and start letting coaches go? Start letting coaches go if they're not getting the job done. Off rip, man, I'm gonna tell you, this next coach, in my eyes, got 3 years. He got 3 years to really prove something to me, and that's just in my eyes. Y'all let me know if I'm. Is that too long of a leash, Meech? Reel it back in. Y'all let me know. I know he got at least 2 years, y'all. We at least got to give him 2 years over here in Pittsburgh. Man. So y'all get in the comment section, man. Y'all know what to do. It's your boy Meech, man. This is Still Talk. We still talking, and we also still jumping, bro. Hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 500. And y'all see it. I still got the big hat on out there for all the haters, talking about my hat this season. It is what it is. Still big hat, still big talk. And I'm going to continue to do my thing, man. Y'all stay up and stay blessed, and I'm out of here.